Welcome back to the SkyGene channel. Today we got a bunch of movies to talk about. If you want to jump down in the description box, I do my chapters. If you like something, if you don't like something, you can skip ahead and jump back and forth however you like, because I really have a lot of topics to talk about. For example, if you love snakes, sharks, spiders, and lions, like the horror movies, love these movies. But I got a bunch of trailers. I think it's like around 6 or 7 trailers, so stick around. You're going to love that. And other movie trailers I want to talk about, like MaXXXine. Oh, I love that MaXXXine trailer. And the box office numbers, I want to get you up to date so far. Where are we with 2024? We're doing part 2. So far it's in first place. And then we also have the Godzilla Kong movie. It's working its way up. I want to get you catch you up so you guys have an idea where we're at so far with that. And I want to talk about some movies like Top Gun 3, Five Nights at Freddy Part 2, and Hellraiser 2. We're actually getting a sequel. I'm actually excited about that. I love that Hellraiser movie. And lastly, Kevin Spacy is getting a new movie. Yeah, you heard me right. Kevin Spacy. And I got a bunch more. So stick around and let's go.
I think a man only needs one thing in life. He just needs someone to love. If you can't give him that, you give him something to hope for. If you can't give him that, just give him something to do.
It's Iowa.
A few moments later. One.
When you think of your superiors, what emotions do you feel?
First thing we're going to jump into is this group of movies that I want to go over the trailers about. And if you love horror movies like I do, I love snake, lions, tigers, whatever those type of movies are. There's killer movies, so like Ghost in the Darkness, Jaws, Lake Placid, Anaconda, Arachnophobia. Love those movies. We got a handful of these movies coming out. We have a lion movie called Prey. We actually have another Anaconda movie. Might be actually the fourth one of the franchise by looking at it. We got 2 Spider movies coming out. You probably heard of Sting already. There's another one called Infested. And then there's a shark movie called No Way Up. And also Under Paris, which is a Netflix movie. And that's a shark movie also. But yes, I figured we'd do some trailer reactions and I kind of go over the trailers and give you my 2 cents on it. Let's start with this spider movie called Infested. But yeah, let's do it together. Don't drop the soap.
Oh, c'est quoi tout ça, Ali, là?
Quoi, ça t'intéresse les bestioles?
Oh, mais ça m'intéresse à mort.
Fais gaffe quand même, hein.
T'inquiète, je te dis, moi je suis un pro. Je te ramène à la maison. Let's go.
Nice.
Comment t'as fait pour pécho ça?
Toi, tu kiffes dormir avec ça dans ta chambre.
Non mais tu sais qui leur parle?
Pas sérieux.
Je te promets, meuf.
T'es où? Tu te caches, t'es où? Tu te fous de ma gueule.
Oh man. I would be moving out of that building.
C'était pas un malaise ça.
Un truc qui tue aussi rapidement, c'est impossible, non?
Ce qu'il avait au bras là, ça vient pas d'une seringue.
Si ça vient pas d'une seringue, ça vient de quoi alors?
Vas-y. Chaud.
Oh man, this looks so good, but oh man, yeah. Okay, so that is definitely arachnophobia, 100%. It definitely has all those spiders. It's not like this new movie called Sting. The other movie, Sting, that's looking actually really good. I'm actually really excited to watch this movie when I get the chance to. About the one spider, just, it looks really good. And a lot of good reviews so far about it, so I'm actually excited to check this one out. All right, let's move over to this lion movie called Prey. Essentially, what I got away from this trailer is, if you've seen the movie The Grey with Liam Neeson, when he goes down, up north with the wolves and they get killed one by one with the wolves. This is essentially that movie, but you're an advocate with lions. we got another Lion movie coming out, and we just had one this last year called Beast, and that was okay. Let's move on to shark movies. There's two of them. Under Paris, which is going to be a Netflix movie. I like the idea, the concept of this. Okay, so now we're having so many shark movies. It's like, what movie can we come up with that a shark hasn't been to or is at location-wise? And in this one, you got Paris. Okay, not bad. But then you have underground Paris. You know, the town is underground. Not too bad. So I like that idea. So I'm actually really curious and really excited for this movie. I love shark movies. Jaws is one of my favorite franchises. It needs to come back. But this looks a lot of fun. I love the Meg 1, Meg 2, whatever, but I'm excited for this movie. The next one is called No Way Up. This one is also another plane crash where you like, how can a shark get on an airplane? So I kind of like the concept of this where the airplane crashes underwater and then the guys survive with sharks around them. So this is essentially like 47 meters down again, which I'm ready for them to make a third movie because the last one really sucked, to be honest. All right, let's move on to this Anaconda. It's supposed to be the fourth movie. I am actually really excited for this. All right, so some people might not like watching a movie when it's not in English, it's all in subtitles from a foreign language. That stuff does not bother me at all. Not arachnophobia, but Apocalypto with Mel Gibson movie, that was all subtitles, so that didn't bother me. This movie is all subtitles, foreign, and some people might not watch it because of that reason. It's definitely a Korean movie, it looks like, but it looks actually really good. Like, the CGI isn't that bad. I'm actually excited for this. This is actually one of those foreign movies that I don't watch much, but it looks like it's actually made really good. The snake looks actually pretty awesome, so I'm excited for this. I don't know if this is a reboot or part of the franchise, but it might be part of the franchise or the universe or however you want to say it, but we have another Anaconda movie coming out. All right, if you want to jump down in the comments below and give me your thoughts about these animals, lions, spiders, sharks, anacondas. Man, I love those movies, and I can watch them all day. It reminds me as a kid watching, the Sci-Fi Channel or Channel USA, especially in October. I love watching these movies. Well, it looks like Clint Eastwood is gonna do his final film, which has wrapped production already. Supposedly, this is gonna be his last movie, and it's called Juror Number 2. Clint Eastwood is 93 years old. It's only a matter of time before he's done doing his stuff. But supposedly, the rumor is this is gonna be his last movie ever. Jury Number 2, and it's led by Nicholas Hoult, which is gonna be playing Lex Luthor on the upcoming Superman movie. And just to give you an idea of what movies he might have done as a director, Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Mystic River, American Sniper, that's just to name a few. So he's done pretty good behind the camera. But yeah, what do you guys think about Clint Eastwood in his final film? I mean, the guy's 93 years old, so it's only a matter of time. I'm actually really surprised about this Blair Witch project. So they're doing the reboot about it, which I'm okay for. It's been 25 years. But the star of the film, which I don't know how much he has, with it come with writing and editing or coming up with the story, but I don't know if he's just an actor or not. But of course, we all know Blair Witch that came out 25 years ago made a lot of money. It looks like $250 million, and it only costs, about $300,000 to make. They didn't get paid much at all. It sounds like this guy got paid $500,000. Supposedly they were supposed to make $4 million for a buyout for the ownership points, but in reality, they made $300K and never saw a dime again. So that's pretty shitty if you ask me. Looks like Terrifier 3 has finished wrapping finally, and it comes out. What was it? October 25th. Oh, nice. So a week just for Halloween. We all know that it's going to take place around Christmas, if not on Christmas, because you see the Santa and all that good stuff. I love it. I'm excited for this. But yes, they have finished wrapping on Terrifier 3. So I would not be surprised if we see a trailer here. Man, I would say like around June, maybe next month, but probably June. Well, if you're a fan of Rebel Moon Part 1 and Part 2, which sounds like some of you are not, the majority are fans of it, but they're already working on Part 3. Sounds like Zack Snyder, he's already saying he's working on Rebel Moon Part 3, so I'm assuming he got the green light already for it. Me personally, I'm cool. I'm cool. All right, a couple of days ago, it was announced that Radio Not 2 is confirmed, and Samara Weaver is coming back, and I absolutely love Radio Not, the first movie. The directors Tyler Gillett and Matthew. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your last name, but they directed Scream 5 and 6. I love their comedy horror balance. That's really what I really enjoyed about it, especially in Ready or Not. Man, one of the funniest movies, but yet it was still on point when it comes to like the seriousness of killing and stuff, which made Scream the way Scream is. I love Scream for that horror comedy balance. But yes, they're confirmed for a second one, which I'm really excited about. But when are they gonna go? Sounds like they mentioned it in the first movie that there are other family members out there of the Domas family. So I would bet you she goes and hunts down all the family members one by one, maybe secretly marrying into the family, knowing that they're gonna play the game. But I'm excited that they're making a second one. I figured they would eventually, but yeah, they are making a second one.
Fucking rich people.
All right, so Jurassic World 4, has been confirmed that Scarlett Johansson is gonna be the lead role, which still, like, for me, I'm like, it raised my eyebrow on that one. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Scarlett Johansson, but like, I don't mind her either. But I thought this role it didn't make sense, and now they're getting this other guy to be her counterpart, so to speak. Jonathan Bailey, and he's on, Bridgerton's. I don't know. He's on some shows that I've never seen. I've never heard of the guy before. I've never seen his face before. So he's kind of a unknown, I would say, so to speak. He's not an A-list star or nothing, but it's just interesting what direction they're going so far with Jurassic World 4, and I don't know. I need to see a lot more. All right, I know this was a couple days ago, but I'm finally guiding around to wanting to talk about this. I'm very excited. I knew it was going to come, but it's just only a matter of time before they say something. But it's not just the second season that I'm going to talk about, because they confirmed second season of Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. It's confirmed. It's coming back, which I'm excited for. It's on Apple TV Plus. It's the Monsterverse, Godzilla, King Kong, but it really takes place in between all the movies, different timelines. But I thought it was really great. The budget was not that much, so I'm not surprised they're coming back. It was a huge hit. I loved it. But they're also talking about other spin-off developments, and not just one, but multiple spin-off series within the franchise. So they're definitely they're going all out with this, because they know they got a money-making machine on the hands. Godzilla and Kong, the second one, it's almost at $500 million right now. So they're definitely going to get a third one with that. So we're going to see a lot more Monsterverse stuff coming down the road. But yeah, second season is confirmed, and also with multiple spin-off series. It would be really cool if they did like a prequel, a Godzilla of like, say, a couple thousand years ago. That would be amazing to see. Just a different timeline. With humans, of course, but I would love to see that. Even in maybe a dinosaur period time. That would be interesting. But yeah, we're getting a lot more Godzilla and Kong coming your way. I'm finally glad they are confirming that Five Nights at Freddy 2 is actually coming. It was obvious. They made $300+ million in the box office the same day it came out on Peacock. And it only cost them Blumhouse money, which is, $20 to $30 million. So they made hand over fist money on this. Of course, they're going to come out with the second one. It's just about time they actually finally confirmed it over the last week at CinemaCon down in Vegas. So I'm excited. I'm ready for this. I'm not the guy that played the games much at all. So this is really a brand new franchise to me. So it was a great introduction in the first one. I actually really enjoyed it. I think I've seen it 5 or 6 times already, and I could watch it again. But yeah, we are finally getting a second Friday Five Nights at Freddy. All right, I got an update with Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. And yes, the update is we still have no idea what are we doing. No one is saying nothing. All of the actors are like, I don't know what's going on. Everyone's at standstill with this whole Kevin Costner. Is he coming back? Is he not coming back? I get it, though. You have a lot of famous people. You have to come back together. But, like, seriously, guys, you have the best TV show on planet Earth. And this is what we're doing right now, which is absolutely nothing. And you're not even talking about it. I'm having a feeling we're not even going to get a next season. Or whatever they're going to do next. I don't know what's going on. And it's really frustrating because, man, I love my Yellowstone. All right, if you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, we have Ballerina coming up, which is the spinoff. They had the Peacock Continental miniseries, and it was okay. Nothing like the John Wick movies, but this Ballerina movie is coming out. It's supposed to take place in between John Wick 3 and 4. And what the rumor is, not really the rumor, but it's already starting to come out there that this is going to have a lot of John Wick, Keanu Reeves himself, in this Ballerina movie. So it's essentially like his movie, but he's not going to be the lead role in this. So I'm actually really excited. That made me really want to watch more of this Ballerina movie. It was supposed to come out this year, June 7th, but it got pushed back a whole year to June 6th. So like literally one whole year. So yeah, we got a minute to go because this is June of 2025. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot more Keanu Reeves, especially John Wick, and Ballerina. I got a question about the new up and coming Alien Romulus movie. So it takes place in between the first and the second movie, and I think it's like a 65-year difference between those. You know, when Ripley is floating in space. My thing and my question is, at the end of Alien Romulus, is that gonna lead up to the point where Ripley is found and, you know, captured, not captured, but like, you know, discovered floating through space? Is this the end credit, or is this something that's going to be at the end of the movie? Are they going to do anything when it comes to Ripley or acknowledging the first movie? Because it sounds like they're acknowledging Prometheus and Alien Covenant, but are they going to do the original movie? That's the question. But I really have a feeling that Ripley might make an appearance at the end of the movie, as in like, hey, there's something out here. Let's go check it out. And it's, you know, her floating in space. All right, let's get a little caught up on the box office of 2024. Who's in first place, second, third, and fourth, and all that good stuff. So far, there's only 8 movies that have made $100 million. And yes, Madam Web finally snuck in, and in 8th place has $100 million. God-awful movie. Cannot believe it made $100 million. But Dune Part 2 is, of course, in first place. That's not really a surprise at all. It is just under $700 million at $684 million. Is it going to make the 700? I think it might. I really do. Kung Fu Panda 4 is at $453 million. And then Godzilla and Kong, right under that, $438 million. Those are really good 3 big movies. Because then after that, Bob Marley, $176. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, $160 million. I don't know. That number isn't a solid number for that movie. I'm pretty sure they are barely going to break even. And then The Beekeeper and Mean Girls finish out at $152 million and $104 million respectively. Nice Swim, somehow, Blumhouse production, Nice Swim has made $54 million in Imaginary 38. So that's right there, $90 million, give or take. And those 2 movies do not deserve that. But yeah, so far, Dune Part 2 is in first place. All right, my thoughts on the MaXXXine trailer. I am actually like really a big fan of Pearl. The X, I liked it, but not a bit. But Pearl is just I eat up Pearl. Man, this vibe is completely different than I was expecting. But that's what I love about this Ty West, you know, trilogy is every single movie is just different on itself. Yeah, the trailer looked really good. Give me the 80s vibe. I love 80s stuff, especially the 1984, the American Horror Story. That was really cool. I love watching that. And of course, Friday the 13th Part 4 came out in 1984. Got to love it. And A Nightmare on Elm Street came out in 1984 also. So great year Gotta love the 80s. But yes, the trailer for MaXXXine, I love it. Okay, so they talk about Top Gun 3, and most likely, I'm not surprised. When you make nearly $2 billion, you're going to look into it. But I really thought that they shouldn't do a Top Gun 3, more or less a prequel, original story of Top Gun, of like Maverick. His father was, one of the OGs, Vietnam. They should do that. The 60s, how it started, the Top Gun program, add in, the Vietnam story with his dad. I think that'd be a great story to go. The sequel part, like, yeah, you can play around with it. You can do some stuff, and I'm definitely going to watch it because Top Gun Maverick was my movie of the year for 2022, so I'm all for this. But me personally, I would definitely start with like a prequel because that'd be a different angle, different time zone. I would love to watch that. Okay, so I have a weird feeling going on right now. So Kevin Spacey is one of those people where he is a fantastic actor. I absolutely love watching his movies. K-Pax is one of the most underrated movies a lot of people don't even know about. The Negotiator, my God, that was such a great movie. But he's in a great, of course, other movies. But what happened to him is leading to a lot of people not wanting to watch his movies. Hollywood is like no more. But he went to court and everything was, settled in court to the point where he was not found not guilty. He was acquitted. So he's coming out with a new movie. In the trailer, it's called Peter 5'8". And the question is, are people going to go back and watch Kevin Spacey now that he's been acquitted of these crimes? Is Hollywood going to even want him to come back? Me personally, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I really am. But watching this trailer and just judging this movie, he's trying to make a comeback. And the movie itself, it's like I don't even know if I want to judge it because it looks interesting. Like it's he's obviously the only actor that is really known because these are a lot of C-list actors, B-list actors. But I don't know. I'm really stuck on this because I really think he did something that he doesn't deserve to be in Hollywood. But everyone's entitled to their time in court. He was acquitted. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you want to jump down in the comments below and let me know what your thoughts are, I'm leaning toward I'm most likely not going to watch this. All right, it was just the other day that Hellraiser 2 was confirmed, and I'm actually really excited because I am not the Hellraiser fan. I love my horror movies. I respect the Hellraiser franchise, but me personally, I'm just too much gore, too much torture, just not my style. But I respect it. But watching the Hulu one the Hellraiser that came out on Hulu a couple years ago, I actually really enjoyed that movie to the point where I was still like, but it wasn't as bad as the original movie is. To the point where I enjoyed the Hulu movie. So them confirming they're making a sequel, I'm actually really excited for this. I feel like there's a lot more they can play with. Don't know if they're gonna go forward or backwards with this, timeline, but I'm down. Bring it on. That is it for today's show. If you want, jump down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about all the stuff. Is there any particular news you guys want me to go over and discuss? I got a lot of news I got to talk about. I still got to make my list for the next episode. So I'm going to jump right on that ASAP. Until then, hope you have a good day.